Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here, the Wanderlust CEO. I have my good friends Jeannie and Lanie from Journeys to Pin, and we're celebrating today because they graduated Careers on Vacation a couple months back. How have you guys been?
We are doing great. It's been an amazing time.
You guys have done a lot of hard work. Tell everybody, if you would, a little bit about where your company was before taking Careers on Vacation and where you guys are now.
Okay.
Lanie, you want me to go first?
Go ahead, sure.
Sure. So actually, we've traveled together as children, really, for a long time. We've been friends since kindergarten, but our travel business was nothing. We're career ladies who have really good professional careers, and we love to spend this much time together doing our own special trips that we wanted to be able to give that back away to someone else. So we were not travel agents. We were just fun travelers. So we've
Yeah.
definitely jumped over an amazing hurdle to kind of get back into a travel business that we just kind of dreamed about. Lanie tossed it to me some time back, and there was a couple of us that were really interested. So Lanie, kind of tell them where we wanted to be when we started this.
I think I literally called Jeannie like at 7:30 one morning, and I'm like, okay, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I have this idea. I've been thinking about, we us traveling together, and I'm thinking we need to take this to the next step. How about let's investigate being a travel agent? Do you want to do that journey with me? And she was like, yeah, okay, let's do it. And so then, of course, I started going online looking for different things, and I came across all of your videos and got quickly addicted to watching those. And then so Jeannie and I talked again, and I'm like, we have to join this class. We have to join this class. It's for 12 weeks. We're gonna do it. And she was like, okay, let's do it. And so we did. We jumped in, and there we were off, and here we are today, and things are popping along and going great. I really would have never imagined, had you asked me 5 years ago, do you think you'll be a travel agent? I would have been like, what are you talking about? No.
I love
But
that.
we're doing it.
I love it. What do you guys feel like have been your biggest wins or celebrations since taking the program?
Definitely, I think getting some of our first clients, and that's just kind of started to recently take off,
You
and
know,
it's
we
just a
always celebrate clients in class, right?
yeah,
So good. It's
yeah.
amazing.
What else, Jeannie?
Well, and I think that just one major accomplishment for us was like, okay, you start with Mod 1, or you get interested and you join the COV team and starting with Mod 1. And then it's just like, we kind of said we could take it at our own pace, or we can, every so often you get the next mod and the next released on Thursday. And we're like, we don't have any time to wait and hesitate or try to move through this at a slow pace. So we really just committed to doing it one mod at a time. So the energy that came from the first one, it really pressured us to get those things done so we could take the next step. So that was an accomplishment, that we could just stay with the program and stay out every week until we got through to the end. It was so fast paced, we felt, but there was no really holding back and trying to wait and try to catch up, a couple of days here and a couple of days to get back to the next Thursday release. So the accomplishment was that we stuck with it. We committed to just go through to the 12 weeks and just push through and learn from each other. And it was so good to have a partner, someone to be accountable for what we were needing to go through and what we needed to ask questions about, or enter those questions into the COV group, where we had a coach that would help us through those difficult times which we knew nothing about.
Yeah,
So
and
those
pushing
were
us
those were
out of
big milestones.
yeah, pushing us out of our comfort zone. When they did the
Mhm.
video challenge, oh my goodness. That was very like, I'm like, what? And Jeannie and I balance each other really well. And so that was something that she's comfortable with. I'm still not real comfortable with it. But we push each other to do things, and we're getting better about, hey, just do it. What's the worst that can happen? Okay, nothing.
That's right. Yeah, that's part of having that mindset in there, right? Yeah, no, you guys are
Yes.
so fun. And we don't talk about it a lot but we do have a partner program where you can go through as partners, which is really fun because like you said, you're able to hold each other accountable through the journey. you worked with our coach to kind of keep you on task. Sometimes we do these videos and one of the partners will come and do the video, but I always forget to tell people that. So I love that both of you guys, Lanie, good job showing up for video today. That's amazing. Because you guys were so fun doing that through class. And I know your coach, so I know she was keeping you on track. Jamie does
for sure.
around. She doesn't
for sure.
Yeah.
She was always our cheerleader and pushing us on. And, we still reach out to her every time. We're like, hey, it's us.
Oh, I love that. No, she's an amazing part of our team. We're so glad to have her as one of our certified coaches. Now, you guys know mindset is a big deal in our program. We want you thinking like CEOs, teaching you how to be mindful about starting your business and how to track goals and keep yourself on that success track. How did the mindset work impact you in either your life or business as you went through the program?
So,
go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to say in a professional career, and in a family career, I guess that's a career in and of itself. My mindset is strong. It's very positive. So it was nice to have the icing on the cake, but that's something that I'm very grounded with. And Lanie has amazing structure. So, I mean, just to stay on task, I feel like that was probably one of our strongest points going in, because we were resilient and we did have to overcome quite a few things. But the mindset piece just reiterated how important it really was that we do have that as part of a special part of success in the program.
Absolutely. And we still lean on that, because now that we're, have launched our agency and are, run into different challenges, and Jeannie and I talk often. We're like, okay, this is the challenge or whatever, but we're going to push through it. Or I'm finding this resource, or I love podcasts. So I'm always listening to podcasts, and I send them to Jeannie. I'm like, listen to this one. This was a great one. It's going to get your mindset going. And so the mindset was huge. You definitely have to have it to just start something like this, a totally new venture for us.
Yeah, it was. You guys didn't have a business before. That's a lot of structure and steps that you're putting together.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to you for holding each other up through that process and keeping those tools strong and kind of going through, fighting the good fight through, right? And now you have this beautiful business at the end to show for it, which is amazing. Talk to me a little bit about when people watch these case studies, and you guys know because you found us somewhere out on the internet or here on YouTube or wherever you were watching the videos. A lot of people are they might be on the fence about Careers on Vacation. You guys have been behind the curtains. So you know what it's like to work with me, my team, the type of support you get. You mentioned the modules and interacting with the team a little bit already. But what would you want people to know if they're on the fence about starting with our team on what they're going to get if they work with us?
I will tell you, Lanie researched this quite a bit. She was diving deep and says, look, who wants to come swim in this big ocean with me? But she really did a lot of homework with looking through several venues of options with vacation training, travel agent training. And she really said, Jeannie, you have to watch Cyndi. You got to get on Cyndi's page. Take a look at these couple of videos. So Lanie delved into this very deep. And then when she came up with you, of course, Cyndi, she was like, I think this is it. I really think this is it. So I would say with those that are trying to approach the travel agency business, that it's not an easy venue. And I really think that people, if they can go through the steps of, these programs and work through it at a pace, they can see the benefit of that. But not doing it, I mean, there's no way it can be done. I just can't imagine jumping in cold feet, not knowing anything about the travel companies to do it any other way. But I really think Lanie did due diligence with looking for the right people for us. So, and it was you that she was like, no, I think Cyndi's the winner for us. We're just going to have to give it some effort and see, how this works. So it was definitely a research project to begin with, but to find that right person, it was really key for us.
Yeah, 100%. And just the your program is so personal. I mean, like I said, I just feel like I know you. I feel like I know Jamie and all of the team members that helped us along the way, even though we've never met in person, but it just had that personal touch. It felt like you guys were just right there. Anytime we had a question, getting on the Facebook group was tremendous, having that 24/7 access to be able to ask questions, and you get immediate responses, and people genuinely want to help and support. It's not a negative thing. I never felt like somebody was like, oh gosh, that's a dumb question. And so
we had lots of those.
Yeah. So it was
no
just
dumb questions. I tell you guys in class all the time. Listen,
Exactly.
that's part of the growth journey, right? No,
Yeah,
Right.
so do it. If you're thinking of doing it, just do it because it's an awesome program, well laid out, and you won't regret it. That would be my message.
Another key word Lanie picks up, so she had to remind me this week. She said, "Bless and release."
Bless and
Just
release.
bless, bless and release.
Yes,
So we're like,
we have our
I,
own
I
company
get it.
internal dialogue, right? And I think too, like so many agents getting into the industry, they don't realize this is way more complicated than you think it is. Like booking your own travel is that's easy because you know
Sure.
what you like booking for your family, but getting into the actual process of booking travel for other people and the things that are involved in that from a technical standpoint, a liability standpoint, all the different, how do I do it? And then where do I put it? And then how do I get my commission? It is way more complicated. And I think that's why
Correct.
it makes me sad that so many new agents get overwhelmed and they end up quitting because they just don't know. It's a lot of pieces to put together. But that's why taking the time like you guys did to get an actual certification and learn all of the pieces in a way that by the time you reach the end of those 12 weeks, you do have the entire setup, the best practices, and you're not messing up people's reservations. But all those things.
Right.
That's so true. It's a lot to learn, and we quickly realize we can't do it alone. Got to have a program, got to have a path, a roadmap, like you call it, to.
Yeah, having that roadmap, and I'm gonna actually tab a little bit quick here. We're freezing up on the internet on the interview here, but we'll go back in a second. But if you guys haven't already checked out Careers on Vacation, visit us over at careersonvacation.com. There's a little sample there behind the scenes of our modules. You can kind of get a peek of what you get on demand, and then also you can take a peek at our amazing team here. This is our amazing team you get to work with. In addition to me, you get to work with our great team, and we are going on 200 case studies, you guys. So we have been out there in the world for a minute. And Lanie's coming back in. I'm going to let her in here in just a second. Let me go back here.
No, okay, I'm back.
Yay. No, you're good. Hey, listen, it's technical difficulties, but we just kept on going with that live stream. It's all good. I was giving everybody the link to go check out and have a conversation with our enrollment advisors. And you guys know what that process is like after you do the vetting and find out all of the things. And one of the things I think about Careers on Vacation that we've been telling people recently that we don't do a great job of sharing is that we are asked to affiliate it. And I don't know if you guys heard. I don't think you have heard because we haven't released it publicly. By the time this video comes out, it will be released publicly. But we won 5 Magellan Awards this year, and 2 of them were for the Careers on Vacation curriculum. So we're so
Wonderful.
excited. Yeah, so it's really exciting. We're glad to have helped you guys in your journey. So last question is, would you recommend Careers on Vacation, but specifically why would you recommend it?
Yes, 100%. I would recommend it because it's going to teach you from start to finish. We were at ground zero. I mean, we knew nothing. And so it took us all the way from how to start a business, how to create a logo. The marketing was huge. And so, yeah, I would just say absolutely 100% would recommend it because you're going to need it. You're going to need it to have all of the pieces come together.
All right, it's very process driven. So, yes. I mean, in our professional careers, process driven, function is key. So, I mean, with their steps where there's graduation from mod 1 to 2 to 3 all the way through, and then you get the bonus feature. So there was never any aspect of jumping to the end and saying, oh, catch this, let's go back and do this. So the structure that was laid out, it was laid out very well. And I just don't know if anyone that doesn't work in that type of regime would quite understand how to build that from scratch themselves. So it's definitely a program where you can build from the basis and really plan for success in the end. It's just there's no guarantee in the end that you're just going to open the gates and sell $100,000 worth of travel. But in the interim, if you can stick through that, I mean, that's definitely the goal, and we plan on doing a lot more than that.
I love that. Well, I want to tell you guys congratulations again. You have your new company. We're going to watch all of your success over the next year. And you guys really did a great job of leaning into that little voice that was in your ear, like, I think maybe we should do this. And then you went all in. And I just want to congratulate you on launching your beautiful new company. We are your cheerleaders for life over here at Careers on Vacation. And thank you so much for sharing your story with our community today.
Well, thank you. Journeys to Penn is very thankful for you guys as well.
Oh, we love you guys. All right, guys, we'll see you later. We'll see everybody else next week. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Cyndi.
Bye.
Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out all of the other content on our channel. And if you want to follow along and travel with me around the world and see how I run my amazing travel brands and get some great tips on how to grow your own, make sure you check out that other content. I'm going to drop a couple videos here. Click those links. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.